Hello, welcome to another podcast of Master Investor. Glad to be here again with another valuable talk on money, business, and investing. If you're new to our community, make sure you subscribe here and also go to all other social media platforms that you use and find our business account. Look for the logo. Our mission is to elevate the financial well-being of humanity. Through high-quality financial education made simple, we're looking for opportunities to build passive income and true wealth. Today, money is not backed up by gold. That's why it's important that we use debt to become wealthy, because money is created with debt. Debt is tax-free. So if you want to be on the wealthy side of things, then you need to understand the new rules of money, because the laws of money have changed in the past decades. And if you want to build a life of freedom, then you need to become the master of money, not the slave of money. And that's why we use systems, we use the new rules of money, we use financial knowledge to solve financial problems in the marketplace and our own financial problems that we have in our lives, so that we are improving our bottom line or cash flow, right? Positive cash flow. That's what we're looking for every time we're building a business or investing into a deal. We want the flow of that money coming in every single day, every single month into our account, even while we're sleeping. So a true asset is something that puts money into our pocket whenever we're not working. Okay, something that we control, that our companies control. Today's topic, we're going to be speaking about relationships. Okay, the importance of family connections, family relationships, and I'm talking about people that you will get to know along your journey. They will become your family. It doesn't have to be a direct bloodline family, but if you meet the right person, you are the right person at the right time with the right mindset, then you can create magic with that. Influence is a big deal when it comes to building businesses. Sometimes, if you don't have those connections, you will not be able to capitalize on deals that otherwise you would if you knew those connections. You could not get things done if you don't know certain people. So you need to put yourself in an environment where you are growing at all time. You're doing self-development, and we are constantly investing in ourselves so that we are prepared for any type of opportunity that comes, right? So let's be prepared for any type of opportunity that comes our way, instead of not being prepared for an opportunity that does come our way, and then we will regret that moment because we weren't prepared. So it's critical that you start taking action today. You can find our digital courses on our website. Go read one of our ebooks, How to Build Cash Flow with the Internet, Turn Passive Income On. I'm going to put the link somewhere in the description, but I want you to understand to start building your network, okay? Every time you meet somebody, find out what they need, what are the problems, if they want to share them with you, and bring value to their life, right? Always be someone that can better other people's lives when they come in contact with you. Okay, that's something that you can take from this audio, and it's going to do you very well in business. Okay, so if you want to build wealth, you got to get to know the right people, and you got to be the right person with the right mindset. You cannot teach someone to be wealthy if they have the poor spirit. You have to shift your mindset within. Your spirit needs to become the wealthy spirit in order for you to have wealth in reality. Okay, it starts within. So that's why financial education is important when we are building true wealth, because without financial education, you're not building true wealth. Okay, you're basically investing in fake assets that do not produce any passive income, and basically it's taking money out of your pocket every single month to keep those assets, which are fake assets, going. Okay, so like 401k, mutual funds, stocks that don't pay you any money, and those things that are really for the uneducated investor. We all have to deal with money for the rest of our lives. That is why we should always learn to become a master investor. We have an investor inside of us, whether we know it or we don't know it. We have to deal with money forever. So it's an instrument that is going to be part of our lives. And there is a reason why they don't teach us in the school system about financial education, because the school system was not built, or at least it does not have the mission to create entrepreneurs and master investors. Okay, it's built to create employees and soldiers, people that come out thinking like an employee, looking for jobs to work for the corporations of the wealthy, and soldiers that will defend the corporations of the wealthy, such as the governments. Okay, so knowing that, you can now start investing in your financial education so that you improve your financial statement. The foundation of true wealth is found in the ability to read financial statements, starting with our own financial statement. We all have a financial statement, whether the person has money or don't have, or don't have any money. It doesn't matter. We all have a financial statement, and every business and investment has a financial statement. That's why when we learn how to read our own financial statement, we can also read a business financial statement and tell the real story behind that business, regardless of the sale brochure that we were pitched on by the salesperson who is attempting to sell that business. So we can tell through the financial statements whether that is a toxic business, that is a liability as a whole, or maybe is a business that is mismanaged, and we can spot the opportunities within the financial statement where we can improve the bottom line, and we can turn that liability, if it's not making any money, into an asset. Remember, with financial education, we can turn the liability into an asset. When you look at your financial statement, on your liability column, all of those liabilities on that column are somebody else's asset. And when we have the knowledge that is required to turn that into an asset, then we can apply that in ourselves and in any business. So when we look at the liability columns, we have to ask ourselves, how can we turn this liability into our asset? So for example, I'll give you something that maybe people can resonate with. Okay, maybe you have a Tesla and you're paying $800 a month, $1,000 a month to drive that Tesla. Okay, to work back and forth, and maybe you use it, on the weekends, and let's say maybe you have an additional car, right? Maybe that's the one that you're taking to work, or whatever the case may be. But you can turn that Tesla, since it's in the liability column, you can turn that Tesla into an asset by renting it out through an application that is called Turo, Turo. So you can turn that liability into an asset by renting that out to other people for $500 a day. So 2 days of renting the Tesla through the Turo app, you have generated the payment of that car. So now you're not paying out of your own hard-earned income for the car. Okay? The renters are paying for that now. And anything else after that is going to be positive cash flow for you. So let's say you rented 25 days out of the entire month, charging $500 a day. Do the math, and you'll be surprised how much cash flow you will make without having to work. And you can pay somebody to clean the car, to pick up the car, to do all of that, and still have enough positive cash flow left for you. So same thing with a house. If you're living in a house and you're paying a mortgage, and the house has 4 rooms, has a pool, maybe you need to set it up as an Airbnb theme so that you can rent it to tourists, and you can move to a different place for the meantime while that house is generating positive cash flow, is paying for the rent, right? For the mortgage payment that you have every single month, the debt service, is paying the interest, is paying the maintenance, the taxes of the property, and it's leaving you with positive cash flow every single month, where you can now afford another mortgage, and you can then maybe use that house to acquire another house, so that you leverage yourself to create a more passive income using your existing assets that you turn into an asset. Because if you're living in your house today and you're paying every single month for the mortgage with your hard-earned income that you're making from your job, then that house is a liability. It's the bank's asset, but it's your liability because it's withdrawing money out of your pocket. It's not making you money, even though the house might be going up in value. Okay? But the economy crashes too. So don't go based on, oh, well, it's going up in value. No, what is the cash flow that is making you per month, per week, per day? Okay? That's the question that will determine whether something is an asset or liability. If it's just withdrawing money, then it's a liability, right? But if you can make that house work hard for you to pay for the mortgage and leave you with positive cash flow, then it will become an asset. And a lot of times people get attached to the house that they live in because they work too hard to pay for the house. They exchange so many hours, they sacrifice time, which is the most valuable asset we'll have, to pay for the mortgage. But you cannot be attached to those things that are material, because you can actually expand and get something else bigger and better. So don't let your poor mindset keep you small. Start shifting the mindset with the one of a wealthy person. And the only way we can do that is through financial education. I invite you to go to our website, get our ebook, read it, and stay tuned to all of these podcasts that we're doing. Any content that we're creating is to help you build your asset column, okay? And showing you what you need to do to set up assets, freedom units, that will provide positive cash flow with speed, with velocity. It's all about making passive income today. It's not about waiting 10 years. It's not about waiting 20 years. None of that. We can actually become wealthy fast today when we put our head down and we start developing good relationships. We start working on our asset column. We start investing for passive income. We invest on our financial education. We do self-development. All of these things will add up, and you can actually become wealthy fast. Remember, the way to find out the wealth number is by counting all the money that you have right now, dividing it with the monthly expenses that you have. That number is your wealth number right there. It's however many days, however many months you can survive and thrive without working. And a lot of people will not even last 3 months counting their savings account and everything that they have right now. So start working on that wealth number to increase it so that you have more freedom in your life. It's about making more time, have more time available to do the things that you love without having to work physically at a job to make money. There are a lot better ways to make money than having a job. Now, if you love your job, then that's fine. You can also build passive income, which is something that I suggest you to do even though you love your job, because it's going to help you create more freedom in your life and set a platform so that when you're ready to leave that job, because maybe you got tired of it and you want to do something else, you have something to jump on and still be able to thrive without having to work and invest the most valuable asset you have, which is priceless. Our time has no price. So there's not a job that will pay you enough to really equal what your time is worth, because our time is priceless. Once you put that standard in your life and you start applying it, you will start seeing the world with different set of eyes, okay? See opportunities with your mind. Learn to seek the knowledge that will take you to wealth, okay? In today's world, in this information age, you gotta learn how to see the world with the mind instead of with the eyes, because it's an invisible world, and you have to learn how to capitalize, how to use systems and how to make them work for you, even while you are having fun, playing around, traveling, brushing your teeth, right? We want to make sure that we have assets producing passive income for us. Relationships are key when building wealth because we cannot do it alone. So start becoming a better person within. Start talking the vocabulary of a business person by investing in your financial education, and start speaking about money all the time. We're going to have money talks with other people in order to make millions of dollars, billions of dollars. If you're inspired to make wealth possible in your life, then you need to have money conversations. You need to sit down. You need to have rich friends. You need to surround and rub shoulders with people that are doing way better than yourself so that you can grow. It's all about feeling comfortable when you are uncomfortable, right? It's about learning how to position ourselves in an uncomfortable room where we have to grow, where we have to listen, where we have to take some notes and provide value to the table. So have money conversations with your family, have money conversations with those around you, bring people on the same page as you, and choose your partner wisely, because if your partner who you're sharing your day-to-day is not aligned with the goals and the mindset and is not willing to go through the necessary steps to build wealth, then it is going to be impossible for you to do it with them, okay? And a lot of times people get divorced due to financial problems, okay? That's what the study says in the United States, that majority of divorce is due to financial issues. And that is why people end up unhappy, stressed, divorced, kids are being fought in court, etc. You know this story, right? I think they should make it harder to have a marriage and easier to get divorced, because marriage is a contract, okay? And so it's not just love and everything, because when the money's not there, then it's not more love. And so you need to first think with your head and position yourself at all times, whether it's your personal relationship that you're having, whether it's a business relationship, to be aligned with the core values that you share. Otherwise, one is going to be pulling south and one north, and it's just going to be chaos. And a lot of drama will come into your life. In order to build wealth, you need to have clean hands, meaning we are ethical at all times. Everything that we do, we follow in the law, because there's no reason to cheat when the laws of the United States provide us with tax breaks, with benefits. It's basically a package of incentives for entrepreneurs and the master investor, right? And so if you want to become a master investor, if you want to reach the level where you're not working for money, you're financially independent, and you can actually make money work hard for you and others, then you need to start investing in your financial education right now and take massive action. And I'm talking about, it could be your car that you put it on Turo, like I said earlier on this podcast. It could be your home that you set up to be an Airbnb theme, so you can rent it out the entire year. And you can find a place to live in the meantime. The Airbnb operation will be paying you for your new place. So, and you're still going to have money left, right? And then you can leverage yourself by acquiring another greenhouse until you get your dream house. But it's going to be paid for free. It's going to be paid for with the money of the operations we are setting up to get what we want. So remember, a wealthy person, we always position ourselves to get everything for free. Okay, we figure out, okay, this house is going to pay, this operation right here is going to pay for my new mortgage, my second mortgage, and it's going to pay me for the car that I want to drive, right? You see, so everything that we do is free because we have the financial education to position ourselves legally and put everything in place so that it works for us instead of us working hard for those things that we want. Okay? It's a different mindset, and it's something that we can all do. With time and consistency, we can achieve great success in anything that we set ourselves to do. Working out, right? Having better relationships, having better communication skills. So it's all about self-development. Pour yourself with financial education daily. Listen to podcasts, watch videos, read a new book, right? And start taking action. Whatever you're learning, apply it into your life. So today, I want you to take with you the importance of family connections and building your network, okay? Because once you meet somebody, that person might be a very ultra wealthy person that is connected with a lot more people that are ultra wealthy, and their family will help you achieve great wealth, because ultra wealthy people like to make money and like to spread wealth and create businesses and acquire businesses. So just be okay with having money conversations and make sure that you do it daily, because if you're not talking about money and creating millions of dollars, then you're not going to make it. Okay? So start thinking in terms of making millions of dollars and making wealth. It could be hundreds of thousands of dollars. Think of ways that you can create passive income right now. So look at your financial statement. There's a financial statement on our website that you can download, and you can use it on Excel, or you can print it out and fill it out and figure out how much income do you get for your job, what are your expenses, what are your liabilities, what are your assets, if you have any assets, if you have any passive income, if you have any capital gains income coming in, right? All of that you'll be able to see on that financial statement, and you'll be able to see how to improve it and what you need to do to break free from the rat race, right? And so it's going to give you the roadmap to great wealth, okay? With that being said, I'm going to leave you with the power of building great relationships, because at the end, they make everything possible. Business is all about people, and we have to learn how to deal with people and get smarter people than we are to work towards a same vision and mission, okay? So when we bring value to the table, when we have a good deal put together, money will find us, or we will find the money, okay? So as an entrepreneur and a master investor, we work to build for passive income and make money work hard for us. I hope that this has been helpful. Let me know in the comment section. I'll be coming in live on YouTube channel later on today, so you can tune in over there, and we're going to be speaking more about business, money, and investing. Bringing you the good and bad news of money, the business principles that work in all economies. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll talk to you next time. Stay great.